Today on Off and Running, we've got a new U.S. soccer coach. Theme music. Welcome back to Off and Running, the show where Drew Woods and Josh Barron tackle all the sports topic that usually revolves around New York City, Boston, or in this case, United States of America. The United States has a new soccer coach. Josh Barron, tell me who it is.
Jurgen Klinsmann, and coming from Germany, and I think it's the right move for the U.S., but at the wrong time, Drew.
I mean, I couldn't agree more. The thing is, Jurgen Klinsmann, great coach. Well-established Germany manager in 06, went on Bayern Munich, didn't have a ton of success, but you know, he's a smart guy. He's an all-time great player. When you look back, he scored, I believe, 11 World Cup goals in 3 different World Cups. He's a World Cup winner, so, you know,
He's the king of diving, too, so you know this U.S. team is going to turn into these other countries where they're just going to be diving on all these fouls.
You saw a little bit with Jermaine Jones did it during the Gold Cup, where he had an amazing flop where he dove about 10 feet.
So a little 360 as well.
Yeah, and you know, with Jurgen Klinsmann, if you look up YouTube and type in great Jurgen Klinsmann dives, you'll see one where he gets tapped on the shoulder, he does some amazing suspensions in midair, he does some amazing gymnastic moves, and that is going to see, I think, more in the United States play is more diving, which that, you know, we don't like that, but does it help you win?
Yes.
You'll see it from Ghana, you'll see it from Germany, you'll see it from Italy,
it's part
especially.
of the game, and that's why soccer isn't a huge sport in the U.S. But back to why I say it's the wrong time. The U.S. just gave Bob Bradley a new contract just a few months ago for 4 years. I mean, why bring him into the Gold Cup? He gets to the finals and loses to Mexico, a very good soccer team, but still gets him there, has a 2-0 lead and blows it. That's not necessarily his fault, but that's no reason to fire him straight after giving him a new contract. If you're going to fire him, do it a year ago. I mean, this reminds me of I'm a Mets fan, so this reminds me of Willie Randolph. Why fly him out to Los Angeles from New York just to fire him the next day? Just makes no sense to me.
I got to agree once again. It doesn't make any sense that a couple months ago, you know, Bob Bradley's contract expired. Then they were looking at Jurgen Klinsmann. It was alleged that Jurgen Klinsmann wanted way too much power, so that's why they stuck with Bob Bradley. And, you know, Bob Bradley probably this entire time has felt like maybe I'm not the guy they really want. It was kind of undermined it a little bit. And now at the end he was fired, and a day later Jurgen Klinsmann was already hired. Yeah. So, I mean, this happened so quick. It was blatant that Jurgen Klinsmann was the guy the United States wanted all along. It was about how much power he was going to get, how much money he was going to get, and it seems like it's going to be a lot.
And that's exactly what I'm thinking. It's it's almost like they brought back Bradley because they couldn't find anyone else, and they wanted Klinsmann, they just couldn't get him, and they were probably pursuing Klinsmann, looking at other candidates. And once they were able to get that guy, they figured, you know what, let's just fire Bob Bradley because we have someone lined up already.
But what also is an underrated part, not just what happens on the field and not just what happens with the formations and different things they're going to do, what Jurgen Klinsmann is going to try to do with the United States program is he's going to look at big picture and he's going to look at the grassroots system, and that is looking at the 12-year-old system and how they're developing players. Right now, the United States, from K through 12 years old, is one of the highest amount of soccer players anywhere in the world. But after 12 years old, those numbers just fall right off a cliff. Yeah. And what the United States need to do is get more players from inner cities and more from more urban areas to stay with the game for a longer period of time, and that's what Jurgen Klinsmann is going to try to do. So it's not just the national team, what they're doing, but he's going to look at it from the whole country perspective and trying to grow from there. Alright, so that's our thoughts on Jurgen Klinsmann, and stay tuned to more Off and Running picks. Check out our YouTube page, check out our new vlog page that Josh set up, so, and get us on Twitter, Off and Running, 2 G's at the end.